Whew. All right, guys. We are back. Although I can't seem to see myself, but that doesn't mean that you can't see me. It just means it's being stupid. um, so we are doing, as previously discussed, we are doing a live online gaming telethon in support of our short film Sanctuary. If you have not heard of it, please go to our campaign. It's at sanctuaryfilm.net. We'd love for you to learn more about it and everything that it took to get to where we are right now, which is post-production. We just finished picture lock, and in 2 weeks, we will be submitting it to Sundance, which is so exciting. The possibility of us being able to premiere it at such a noteworthy festival. I am in block 3, right? Okay. I just want to make sure it's called. I keep getting little reminders saying you need to start block 3, and I'm like, I'm in block 3. Bugger off. My creative partner Garrett Adams and I are basically going to be online all day today, gaming, and inviting y'all to game with us. In fact, specifically so that we can end our last Kickstarter campaign day strong. So that's why we're here. Now, I will say every 2 hours we're going to take a little bio break. So that's now that I've brought you online, I'm also going to I'm gonna put you on hold for 10 minutes so that I can run to the bathroom and grab some food and make sure that we're good for our next game. Currently, we're doing Hogwarts Legacy. I always think Mystery, but I'm like, no, that's the iPad game, which I think is still going on at the same time, which doesn't make any sense to me. But that's cool. Everybody needs their it's a Hogwarts fix, not a Harry Potter fix, because Harry Potter isn't actually in any of these games. So I kind of get it, but not really. Anyway, the reason we do the little 10-minute breaks is so that you guys know that we are practicing equitable work practices, because as you may or may not know, there is a strike going on right now, and it's not just the writers and it's not just the actors. There, even the Directors Guild has been negotiating, the Teamsters have been negotiating. It's brought a lot of things to light about the labor practices. And as we inch ever closer to Labor Day, it's important that we both address it and that we make it known. So please let it be known that this 10-minute timer that we will play as we take our bio break is really just to reinforce to you all, yes, we are trying to be not just job creators as producers, as filmmakers, but we're trying to do it as equitably, as conscientiously as possible. So without further ado, please enjoy this very fun and entertaining 10-minute timer I found on YouTube. How weird is it to be piping out live on YouTube, showing something from YouTube? All right, guys, 10-minute break. Here we go. And I will see you guys in just a hot minute. Welcome back. All right, guys. So here we are. Man, I've got like way too much playing in my head at the same time. I just gotta stop a couple of videos so I'm not hearing everything all at the same time. For those of you who heard us at the beginning of this rather long webcast, we're going to be doing this online gaming telethon all day. We started at 8 a.m. Admittedly, the first 2 hours were all about troubleshooting. The last 2 hours, we finally started with Hogwarts Legacy, starting from the very beginning. So if you've never experienced the opening, make sure you check out that previous block at Owl Echo Entertainment. All right, so here we are. Block number 3, technically. And my creative partner has gone to lunch, so I'm going to continue with Hogwarts Legacy. As always, the whole reason we're doing this is so that y'all know. Hold on, I'm gonna save this spiel so we can do it all at the same time. I'm gonna do it for Instagram Live as well, so that y'all know what the dealio is. Now, fair warning, when I do recordings for Instagram Live, the light I use is very bright. So I'm about to get real bright. You ready? Oh yeah. Super bright. All right. So I'm about to go Instagram Live so everybody knows, gets a nice little update. And actually, y'all can actually like see a little something. Let me show you what it actually looks like. www.sanctuaryfilm.net. And we have actually just a couple of really awesome backers that have decided, but they're gonna help us get to our final goal. So they've promised another like $7,000, but only if we get to 100 backers. So now that I've let you guys see the page here, I'll go live so everybody can see it at the same time. Oh my god, streaming to 4 different platforms at the same time on my own, like, whoa. This is my brain. Hi guys, I'm actually live on YouTube and Twitch and LinkedIn right now. The Sanctuary team and I decided that we were going to try and do an online gaming telethon. So here we are doing the telethon. And I just finished wrapping up the first block. Hello. We just finished wrapping up the first block of our online gaming telethon. I have never done anything this extreme in my life. I'm very much a filmmaker through and through. You plan a thing, then you make the thing, then you edit the thing, and then you put it out. And the closest thing, hello Mayan, how are you? The closest thing I've ever done to anything like this is actually like a live news broadcast as part of my time teaching teenage students. So this has been a wild experience so far, but I thought I would let you guys know, since it is telethon time, that we are now actually at 69 backers. I'm so excited. So the goal for today is to get to 100 backers. It does not matter how much you contribute. It only matters that we have new contributors. And we have some very generous backers that are going to be giving us a lump sum when we reach that 100 contribution mark. So we would love for you to jump onto the website. It is sanctuaryfilm.net, not .com, sanctuaryfilm.net. Jump on there right now. Today is the last day for the campaign. The last day. Yes, I'm talking to my YouTube people at the same time. So please jump in. $1, $10, it does not matter. All of it is very, very helpful. And honestly, we're like, be on the ride for whatever works for you guys, right? If you just want to watch me play the game, you can actually sign up to play the game. Don't forget to leave me a little message. If you want to play, let me know which one you want to do. I may have just convinced Garrett, our director, to join us and play Age of Empires with me. Oh, it's one of my faves. Admittedly, I don't often feel any sort of white guilt, but occasionally when I'm, conquering other civilizations and realize that it's based on, reality, it sets in. So for those of you who are just now joining, don't forget to go to sanctuaryfilm.net. We're going to be doing an online gaming telethon all day today. So if you're tired of seeing me here on Instagram or tired of seeing the website just as is, check out Owl Echo Entertainment on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on Twitch, and you can watch the gaming that we've got going on. Right now, I'm going to return to Hogwarts Legacy. That's it, guys. See you soon. Bye now. All right. I will be sharing that shortly, but for now, since you're here and you have maybe not heard of our project, I thought maybe I would play the pitch video for you guys before we go back to the gaming. All right, just so you can see it, and it's going to be all sorts of full screen. Oh wait, hold on. I don't know if I shared sound, so let me just stop sharing for just one moment. Stop share. I'm going to try it one more time. Share. This guy? Oh, I am sharing sound. Good. Okay. Time.
I got you.
What are you doing? Same thing as you, escaping! What? Going to the church, that's surrender. Is that what you want?
Sanctuary is a neo-Western coming-of-age short film that tells the story of two young boys who've escaped their abusive households and take refuge in an old, abandoned church. Things get especially bad when two bank robbers divert their path and head straight for the same church. We see the clash when these two moments collide and explore the question: what do you do when your best friend is dying? Do you try to save them, or do you honor their final request? I was really drawn to the story because of the human connection that it builds. And I know I personally was able to deeply relate to that with friendships and relationships that I have had in the past. And I hope that I'm able to relay that to you as an audience member.
When I first read Sanctuary, the short film, I was really attracted to the aspects of friendship that goes through hell or high water and still comes out stronger at the end.
That would be a lot of fun to work on a film that's out in the desert with cops and guns and money and
car chases. This is a really cool project.
After watching the film Sanctuary, I hope that you feel a wide range of emotion. I hope you feel tense. I hope you feel somber. I hope you feel at the edge of your seat.
We're passionate about character-driven stories, and I think we all saw this as an opportunity to do something important both on and off screen.
This film touches on the subject of abuse, and I hope that it can help shed a light and open up a conversation on how we can work together to help those who have been victimized.
I hope that they watch the film and know that you don't need to be a Hollywood elite to make this type of film. That you can be an indie filmmaker and make something special.
We got through this film because of the power of friendship, because of the camaraderie between the crew.
It's our most ambitious project yet. Now we just need your help with the finishing funds for Sanctuary, the short film.
We are so close, and at that last stage, your support means everything to us.
Production is wrapped, but there's still plenty of opportunities to get involved. Just like writing or directing, the post-production phase is still an important part of the filmmaking process. So we need, and humbly request, your support by financially backing our campaign and help us get the word out by sharing our project.
Thank you so much for your contribution.
Thank you so much.
And we couldn't do this without you.
Bye. Right. Apparently we're now at 80%, 85% of our goal. How exciting is that? I am not unmuted. Or I'm not muted. Thank you very much. Oh, select a reward. How nice. They just do it right at the end. So the only other thing I wanted you guys to see is that every dollar counts, right? So you can totally just do $1, pledge without a reward. It absolutely helps us get to our a final goal. But if you're inclined to do even a little bit more, I highly recommend to start at the $25 range, because you can get a link to our Spotify playlist, which is all the inspiring songs behind the film. So even though it's going to take a minute before we actually get you the link for the finished film, because we're in post-production right now, today, if you don't want to watch me gaming, watch us gaming, because there are more team members coming later in the day, you could actually have something to rock out to right now as you work or as you play your own game. So that's my 2 cents for you. And let's go ahead and let's get started. It's already 12:27. Clearly you're here because you want to watch me play a game like a 42-year-old idiot. I am going to check just one more time to see where we're at. So currently at 69 backers, which is so exciting. Thank you guys. I'm so happy this is working. And I'm so happy you took time out of your day to be with me right now. You didn't have to. So thanks. I'm not going to get teary, I promise. Okay, maybe a little. Okay. We are looking for. That's interesting. It seems to think that I'm not sharing my face. All right. Oh, there we go. Oh, that is a serious delay. I think it's because it's over here. Okay, I'm just going to stop on that end because it looks like, okay. Y'all, you just have to be patient with me. I'm very new to the whole live streaming through Zoom stuff. Oh, and I've finished my IG, so I should turn out this giant, really bright light. All right. That makes me feel lots better. Okay. We are looking for Zoom so that I can share my screen with you. And the screen we're looking for is that one. Yes. That's it. Ah, so fun. If you guys have not played Hogwarts Legacy yet, oh my God, you got to give it a chance. It looks beautiful. Beautiful. Look at this. Look at this. I mean, I would play it just to walk around the castle. And I think they know that because they've basically crafted that, travel guide? No, what do you call it? It's a book that they give you in order to collect all the information as you go. And it basically works as your settings. So for example, if you hit escape, right, that's your book. And it brings it up and it has all your inventory, your gear, your map. You can follow your quests and track your challenges. So this is the book that you were just given by Professor Weasley. And again, I think they knew that some people are just going to want to wander around because it just looks so cool and it's so fantastically interactive. Including but not limited to, I think you guys just saw this. So there's this flying page up here. And at some point you're able to do something with that flying page, but not yet. Not yet. All right. Let's go talk to Professor Fig. Actually, I'm gonna, am I allowed to, I'm trying to get to the, that did not work. I'm trying to get my, mouse to allow me to, I keep hearing the tinkling because that little like jingle, indicates that there's something nearby that I can reveal.
Revelio.
And that ding, when I hit Revelio, if it is not, If you hear the ding and nothing comes up, it means that you're close. See how that little, it's like it's not like a shadow, but it's like yeah, that guy. It's like a sheen that goes over something that's invisible to give you a hint of like, hey,
Revelio.
I'm here. And then, of course, I'm collecting another field guide. This ornate fountain features intricately carved statues of denizens of the magical world, including a set of stone sirens encircling the fountain's base. And this is the Central Hall Fountain. Thanks, field guide. That's what it's called, field guide. Now, as you can tell when I did Revelio, there's something else that shows up. See, off in the distance there, it's blue instead of our normal chest, which is yellow. Which I think, and there's more blue stuff over here. Oh, sorry. I always forget that. Can't wander too early. Guys, what can I say? Once I know a thing, I just phew. All right, let me make sure. See y'all soon. All right. I'm gonna tag a few people, including Sanctuary, add a tag for Garrett, add a tag, yep, add a tag for Ben, just tagging all of our teammates so that as we update with our IG lives, people can join us, because we like for people to join us. It's not really fun when we don't have people joining us, you know? Including Christian, who will hopefully be joining us later this afternoon. You know what? I'm gonna invite my cousin. I think she's gonna have a great time with us. Katie! Come on out. My other cousin, Sarah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That'll have to do for now. We're gonna go ahead and share that just so it's out into the world. Oh lordy. And then Instagram. And then I walk away. I guess sometimes I just cannot handle the scroll. Let it post. All right, Professor Fig, what do you got for us? I like how he's getting bored.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
You know what? I also kind of like being a soft-spoken Slytherin. And I'm going to say I didn't like it. Because really, who really likes lying? Well, when it's part of the game, sure. But like in real life, it kind of sucks. I'm going to say
I did try to evade her questions, though I feel a little deceptive. That said, I'm fairly certain she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
All right, so you don't have to just press M to get to the map. You also don't have to, especially when you're in different atmospheres where they don't let you bring up the map. Sometimes all you can really do is press escape And it brings up that same menu, which includes the map and includes the quests. So yes, M will get you to the map, M will get you to the quest. But the reason it's directing you to the map, as it is stating here, completing main quests will further the story, unlock new features, and grant XP. You can also see your quests marked on the map, which is just helpful because then you can determine, just based on the map, where do you want to go next, not necessarily what do you want to do next. So again, kind of depends on how you want to navigate. Thanks, computer! Oh, and it's just occurred to me that I can't really see because I have my little zoom bar in the way. There you go. Some quests are locked by spell and or level requirements. Yep. In these cases, you will need to be the required level and or have the required spell to activate the request. New spells can be earned by completing professors' assignments, which is also quite fun, or as quest rewards. Thanks. Thanks so much. Oh, there you go. Track a quest by right-clicking. So we're either going to do Defense Against the Dark Arts class or Charms class. And just for the order of intensity, I would go to Charms class first. My opinion.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
All right, guys. You ready? Cast Charmed Compass. The Charmed Compass will lead you to anything you're tracking. Ooh, what? Oh, I don't think I've ever done that before. Well, that's way cooler than just following the yellow dots on the map. Guys. Oh, I tell you what. All right. Here's the deal, though. You might or may not be able to see, and I don't have a pointer to show you. There is a little, if you see on the bottom left corner, that little mini map, right? And in the mini map, there is that same seal that looks like a yellow seal, but it's grayed out. Those are actual things you could do right now. Usually they don't show it to you unless you can actually do them.
Something in there. I just know it.
So I've gone to my quest originator because I kind of want to start this and decide how nice or not nice I want to be about it. Yo, talk to me.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Are there other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
I really appreciate, as I'm fielding questions and playing this at the same time, I actually really appreciate, and I know this happens for a lot of these single-player games, you actually have a chance to learn more about this stuff.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
And I do.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Notice how she leans into illuminating. So fun, isn't it? All right. I do have to save the previous recording, so I'm just gonna go back to my drive. Alright, there you go. Boop, doo. I'm gonna collapse that. Waiting for you to figure it out. There we go. And this is for Sanctuary. I mean, nothing's more real than listening to me try and save files from Zoom meetings, because I feel like, as producer, trying to figure out BTS and capture all the footage and all the meetings and all the things. Yes, hearing me mutter about trying to save my Zoom video. Yeah, that's on par. That's as real as it gets. And for those of you who are able to see me, this is my very special Hogwarts mug. A friend of mine got it from a very nice potter at the Maryland Renaissance Festival. She's actually been there for years, and someone, my friend, saw it, and clearly it's unsanctioned, right? So it has the right color and it has the right words, but there's no like confirmed Harry Potter. But I am Ravenclaw, me personally. So of course it has smart, resourceful, clever. I thought it was appropriate for today's, gaming. Having a bit of emergency as I play. All right. The video conversion is almost done, and then my screen will be free again. YouTube at Owl Echo Entertainment. It's also on Twitch, which I am not familiar with, but I'm pretty sure I'm not the most entertaining thing on Twitch right now. Y'all really do have it down. Okay, let's get back to business. So, illuminate. And also, there's only so many things you know. So, first off, if you light...
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
That spot is a clue. So, when you look around, you're going to look for
Let's
stairs.
get you back to your frame, little moth.
Yep. Oh, it hasn't really picked up on it yet, but so the moth was over there on the wall, and whenever you bring a flame to it, a light to it, it unattaches itself from its mount and follows you. And it'll follow you wherever you go. That just means that when you get back to the picture, all you have to do is undo Lumos. Hit the same thing.
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
And now I have a new field guide, which I will collect. Oh, lordy. Y'all, hold on 1 minute. I can't even mute because I can't get to my little bar. Ah! Hold on. This is gonna get weird. Hey, Mama.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm ready, but I can't figure out how to get to the gates.
Oh, so I sent you a Google Calendar invite.
Ah.
Which should have a Zoom link.
Okay.
And I'm in block 3 right now at 12 o'clock. Well, it starts at 12 and it goes until 2.
Which is 5 o'clock my time.
Yes. But I'm just, so that, yes. Yes, so it would have started at 3 o'clock your time. But when you look for the Google Calendar invite, it'll say block 3. I could share it too.
I've got 5 sites for online gaming.
Yes, hold on. Yes, I found my way out of it. Haha. All right, guys, hold on. I'm going to mute. All right, did you get the link? I am unmuting myself just so you guys can be. I just didn't want to give away some sensitive information, you know, because it's sensitive. And we are holding strong at 69 backers, which is exciting. It would be lovely if we had a few more, but it's exciting nonetheless. I am going to try and close down some of these tabs, though, just because it seems to be slightly overwhelmed.
Okay, I should be looking at what.
Yeah.
3 to 5. Eastern, I think.
Mama, I just emailed you. So you should have the the link just in the email. Oh, okay.
Okay, launch meeting.
All right. And I'm going to close down that tab. It's just because, as you guys were watching the Hogwarts mystery, it occurred to me that on my end, it was getting a little stuttery, which means it was probably also a little stuttery on your end. So I just wanted to make sure that it flowed. We like a flow.
Have I seen her?
I don't understand the question.
Am I seeing her as my avatar?
Currently you're just joining, so I don't see anything.
No, I didn't make it.
We have someone on. That's you. Okay. So you get a chance to show whatever you want to show. So if you want to rename yourself, for example, do you... I mean, you don't have to rename yourself, but you can also, you currently have Carol Stoyle broadcast. And now we see your face. Is this trippy for you? Can you hear me both on the Zoom and on the phone call? Would you like to get off the phone call with me, or do you want to stay on the phone call until? Huh?
My husband has just recently pointed out at my age, I'm allowed to now technically astute.
That is true. You have been technically astute for quite some time, but I'm in new territory myself, so. That is true. All right, you're here. If you want to stay unmuted on Zoom, that's fine, but I'm gonna keep you on the phone.
Unmute. How's
There
that?
we go. It is great. Welcome to our online gaming telethon.
There you go. I'm looking at a map of participants, I guess, or levels or something.
Yes, this is Hogwarts Legacy. This is the game I've been playing as part of our gaming telethon. Which would you like a tour? Would you like to explore?
Yes, I very much would like a tour.
All right, I am going to hang up on the phone. Is that okay?
I'll let you know. I'll put my ears on and see if I can still hear you. I get music.
Good. Okay, I'm going to hang up on the phone then.
Okay.
All righty then. Oh, hey. Let me just take a moment and make sure there was a thing I was sending to people, because people have been responding to my request.
Ooh. In a good way.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. And we want to make sure that people know that you're responsive. If there's anything I have learned in my time. Thank you. And then in the event that the link does not work, thank you. If there's anything I've learned in my time in LA, it is make sure that you are responsive. Because if people are going to take 2 minutes out of their day, 10 minutes out of their day to do something for you, with you even,
Yes.
the least you can do is not wait a day, a week, a year to say thank you.
That sounds like good policy to me.
Right? Welcome. This is Hogwarts Legacy. I'm going to click back on the screen so it actually listens to me. You'll notice that I now have a little widget.
Yep.
So anytime there's these little exclamation points, it just means, hey, you have something to check out.
What?
And I have gloves. Apparently
How cool
gives
is
me
that?
there's no bonus
magical
to
properties, but
Yeah.
they look swell.
They look cool. Exactly. I could totally have glasses. Which you mentioned earlier that you were going to go have Chinese food.
Actually, Uyghur food. The
Uyghur
Muslim minorities of China are
Oh.
called Uyghurs. So there you go.
Huh.
It's very spicy, but it's very good, fresh made. They make all their own noodles and stuff. So it's good food.
I mean, it sounds good.
It is.
Also, I guess I just didn't know about the Muslim majority, but that's really
No, minority, and that's important.
Sorry, minority. You're right.
Because the last Olympics that the U.S. Declined to be a part of was because of the Uyghurs' persecution.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That is an important thing to note.
It is. Well,
so as you go around Hogwarts, they have these field guide pages that kind of mark different places. So we've already been to the Central Hall Fountain, which you can kind of revisit here in your collections. We've also been, because this particular character is in Slytherin, and right outside the Slytherin common room is this Kelpie statue. So that's what the purpose of the collections is. We're adopting a kitten over the weekend. As part of my celebration for being done with this campaign.
That's yes, makes sense.
The foster parent just sent us a new video, so
nice.
All right, so the other reason that you have this little field guide book is also to track your quests, which we've already started this like a Moth to the Flame. This is ongoing. You will find those mirrors, which become paintings. So you have to find the moth all over the castle. So we don't necessarily have to do that right now. But we do want to do charms class right now just because it's kind of fun. It gives us.
Don't I have to pay somebody to do this?
No.
Oh.
Right now you're just watching me because this is a solo player.
That's true.
Since you're here, do you mind if I finish out the achieving Accio, and then we will move on to a game that we can play together. How long do I have you for?
When do you close?
Midnight tonight. So we've
Cheers.
got 11 hours left of this campaign. 11 hours. Are you really going to be here the whole 11 hours?
I can't promise I'll be awake, but I'll be here.
Have you ever played Age of Empires?
Never. It's terrifying to me.
All right, here's what I think we should do next. There's actually a version of Age of Empires 3 that allows for Asian dynasties, so you could actually
cool.
play the Chinese.
Yeah.
All right, so that'll be next. But first, let's go to charm classes. And what's kind of cool,
Etiquette, how to eat at a table with manners. What?
right? Exactly. Yes, all the charms.
All the charms. How to walk with a book on your head. I've never found a use for that, by the way. I've never, aside from that particular practice, walked with a book on my head. It's odd, really.
I think
Why do
it's
they teach
to
you this?
ensure that you don't fall, because
It
heaven
gives
forbid.
you a certain grace, is what
Yes.
it does. As opposed to falling down and cursing as I would normally do. Just saying.
So, do you see the mini map on the bottom left-hand side of the screen?
I do.
So usually you just follow that little yellow dot to your destination.
In this case, up the stairs, maybe.
In this case, up the stairs. But I wanted to show you, because I don't normally use this, but there is a more magical way to find your way. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Okay.
So-
I'm watching. Ooh, pick a book.
So, and it leaves this trail, this little golden trail.
Ah, I see.
And you follow
like
the golden
that.
trail. Right?
That's much
no looking
faster.
It's so much faster. And it's pretty, and it's wispy and whimsical. And
Woohoo!
my
You get to
apologies for the
hurry.
slight stutter. Every time you go through a door, it always has to like stop and think.
Reset. Yeah.
Yeah. Although it's a
Why
bit
do
laggy
why
today.
do I see little yellow badges?
So the badges represent your quest. It just
Okay.
helps you to kind of orient yourself.
Okay.
Whew. Sorry, I thought I would take a moment and actually enjoy the view. This is one of the courtyards in Hogwarts.
It's really pretty.
So pretty,
I like good graphics.
right? Yeah, by far, the thing that they just knocked out of the park was the environment, the interactivity of the environment, all that atmospheric stuff that they clearly got right, even in the parks. But they found a way to infuse it into this game. And as I was mentioning earlier, part of what also makes it so fun is really building your character. You know, the boon and the bane of the Harry Potter series is, you know, of course you fall in love with those characters, but you know, sometimes you want to make your own character, and you get that opportunity here.
Professor Roman tends to
all
go
right,
on a bit.
so defense against the dark arts.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to go back to the lesson.
I just know we're finally going to win the Quidditch Cup this year.
There's a lot of chatter, so I wanted to hear the
Spinwich is
chatter.
my favorite. At least I get to see all the brooms.
So before we move on, since you were not here for it, I just wanted to point out, and I'm going to do it over here because I know what's over here. Ooh, Charms classroom.
The werewolves joined the
Yay.
goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where
Okay.
were you?
If you're in a
Goblin
space
Rebellion of
and you want to
1752.
know,
The Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
no, it wasn't. Thanks, guys.
Oh,
Thanks
what
for the
fun!
chatter.
I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies,
And yes,
Peeves.
that's
It was Albert
Peeves,
Boot.
the
No, it wasn't.
poltergeist,
It was
who's
Basil
just
Ooh, fight,
annoying.
Fight. It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
So if you press Revelio,
Peeves, you'll get us in trouble.
In
you'll
trouble
notice that it
you'll be, but
reveals
you can't
certain
give
things in your
Peeves a slag.
space,
She says it's a
including
boot,
but not
and
limited
he says
to
it's a flag.
locked
Peeves,
doors that you
enough.
have to learn
You'll
Aloha
get us
Mora in
all
order to
detention.
get past. This
And you're
very
both wrong
interesting
anyway.
puzzle,
It
which
was
we can
Hephaestus
do a little
It
bit
wasn't
later.
boot and it wasn't flak, but
We
you're all in
haven't
trouble
actually
with
discovered the quest for those doors, but I know it because I've played other characters, so I'd be happy to show you. But shall we first to
Into
class?
the room.
Okay.
Mary's girl thinks she can fly better than
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
So this is what I was saying earlier, which is anytime you learn a new spell, and it's only in learning it, not in doing it every time, because clearly this is tedious every time. But when you learn the spell, you kind of have to learn the motions first. And you'll notice that the direction of the arrow changes as I put my mouse in different positions.
I see.
So you want to keep it on track based on where you put the mouse. And then the symbol, so that symbol means spacebar. The symbols won't always be spacebar. Sometimes they'll change up. And every time your cursor goes over that, you should hit it at that correct time to kind of give a little power boost. And you want to keep up with that combination so that it doesn't burn up. You'll see that there's like a follow-up like red behind it to make sure that you're doing it in a timely manner. So I'll give you an example, just so you can see. So I'm going to hit spacebar to start it. You got to do it fast enough to make sure it doesn't expire, as it were.
Accio!
Woot!
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner.
Thanks.
I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
He's a little different.
He's also a delight. Again, it is totally possible that my poor machine just needs a rest. So my apologies for any delay. But since we have the moment, anybody who's watching live, please know, we're here because it's our last day of the Kickstarter campaign for our epic short film, Sanctuary. So please, please, please go ahead and check it out, sanctuaryfilm.net. It doesn't even matter how much you contribute because we have some very generous backers who have basically said if we can get to 100 contributors, we will get that extra money. So that's our whole point of this online gaming telethon. Partly to give, awareness to the strikes and give awareness to independent film and what we can do to help shape the industry moving forward. But specifically, we'd love for you guys to visit
sanctuaryfilm.net. Fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
What am I doing here?
Basically not pulling too hard.
Very simply, cast Accio
So,
one of the spheres
again,
and
off to the bottom right, once you've learned the spell just becomes available to
think
you.
of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes?
Right.
Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor.
Isn't it?
Show us how it's done.
Thanks.
Okay.
All right, so we're just going to hit Accio, but know that you pull it towards you the whole time. So at a certain point, you have to hit it again to let it go.
I see.
And as we noticed before, depending on what you turn towards, you'll highlight different things, right? So, and if you stand over here, right, you'll have a direct path for that to come towards you, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to hit Accio.
Excellent control there.
And because there's a lag, I let go early so that I could figure out what the F was going on. And so I walk directly to the side so that I can literally just make sure that my balls won't hit. That sounded terrible. I knew as I was saying it was
bad. Yes.
You don't want knocking balls. I mean, all right. So again, I'm going to hit Accio to get it towards me. And then I'm going to release it.
Got to the blue. Okay.
Right? It's easier when you don't have the stutter. When you have the stutter, if you feel any stutter at all, release as soon as you can because you don't know when it's going to stop stuttering. All right. One last time. I'm going to hit Accio and then release.
That's it.
Right? Because you have to know how that momentum kind of plays out.
Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Oh, man.
Let me guess, she's played this before.
Just as before. And Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Watch this.
Yeah.
There we go.
She's on blue ones. Now, if you pulled it so hard that it came off the little stage, you'd lose points, I suspect.
Typical lesson, is it?
Correct.
Not that I mind.
Not lose points, you get 0. But so if you wanted to be nasty about it. So again, depending on go ahead.
It's like croquet, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Here, do not think I will start going easy on you now.
If I pulled any harder, I could have knocked her right out.
Yep. As may be happening in this one. Nope.
And she's trying.
I can see that.
All right. I'm going to play nice on this round because I would like a little space. Space. Don't roll too far. Whew. Okay. That's intense.
So in that aspect, it's a little like bocce, too.
Yeah. Very much like bocce. Magical bocce.
Has a nice ring to it.
It does, doesn't it? But again, you do have the ability to play nice. You don't have to pull it into other balls.
I know everyone is watching, but try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well.
Aw, isn't she sweet? I like her. And release. Don't go. Oh. Yes!
A perfect score. Remarkable.
I know other people are clapping too, but I'm also clapping for myself. Sometimes you have to.
You just gotta.
You just gotta.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Why are we betting on it? What did he do? Oh,
That's interesting.
they keep moving? Oh
I'll
no.
say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it.
I
This
will
round
need it.
settles it all.
Be sharp. There we go.
So clearly part of what you have to look for is the highlight and then the timing of it. Do 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 do.
Not exactly your typical lesson.
I'm still gonna run into something. Whoa!
Oh!
Not to
I
worry.
forgot that you can hold it once it even runs into something.
Yeah.
So that's helpful to remember.
Phew.
But also,
You have the best chance through is really in the middle. That's the
you are
longest
in my view.
way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I was trying to knock her out, and it actually just pushed her into the 50 range. It's fine. It's cool.
Is it? Okay.
That is how it's done.
It
Well,
is
yes,
how it's done.
Yes.
All
But
right.
she has in fact done it before.
Woo, woo, woo. No! Oh!
Keep trying.
Thanks,
We'll actually get to
Yes.
see a little bit more of her here soon.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Clearly, I got the premise and then failed at the execution. What?
Well, it is, after all, your first time not doing that, so.
And now we're back to thinking.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Mm-hmm.
Well done back there. You
Thanks.
took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at
To
once.
put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
So I love these little questions because it really does allow you to understand more about the character, more about the world. Sometimes I do it backwards because it seems like the order is better, but in this case,
Is
top
Ouagadougou
to bottom
much bigger
seems
than
better.
Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Ouagadougou a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however,
Right?
that I am growing quite fond of using a
Why
wand.
did we never talk
It
about
seems
that
very
before?
dramatic.
It is very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him wait. Until next time.
Thanks.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans.
So
If
anytime you
you're so
see
inclined.
people with little things over their head, you can just
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
It's just fun. They give you little ways to interact with people, so
Professor
why not?
Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
There is that.
And once all of those are exhausted, why not have a chat?
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Uh-oh is right. And I just got news that we are now at 70 backers.
How many?
Yo, 70.
Okay.
7-0. The big 7-0. Hold on. I'm gonna let the gram know. And we're gonna do this hands-free because you guys know me by now. Spend a couple hours with me. You know I hate typing. We are now at 70 contributors. Woot woot! Yeah, I didn't understand that last bit. Spending all day doing an online gaming telethon to get us to 100 contributors. So be sure to check us out on YouTube Live, Twitch, and LinkedIn under Owl Echo Entertainment. And you can contribute at www.sanctuaryfilm.net. Thank you so much. That is the only downside, really, of having voice to text, is that they can't really hear the emphasis you put behind it. And I'm just going to...
Everybody used to voiceover work or ADR or stage work or anything. We're used to having that.
Yes.
Yes. It makes a difference.
So of course it doesn't matter even that I'm still doing it. You know, that's just how I do. And I'm tagging a few people so they know. Do 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 do. Who else we got? Oh, don't forget AK, who is our first AD, who's also a producer in his own right. I think that's all I got right now. I'm not going to think too much about the tagging because I really want you to see what's next. All right.
Okay.
So clearly we have no magical whatever right now, but we could. And the way to do that is we're going to hit escape and see what's on our quest log. And the next class up is Defense Against the Dark Arts, which I adore. The class is highly entertaining. And we even get to learn a new spell. See how that on the side where it says rewards, we'll learn Levioso. Mwahaha. All right, so when we click on it, it brings up that little dotted whatever. Do I have new gear? Why do I have new gear? I have new gear. I have new gear.
Cool.
It's not very flattering. Whatever. I have new. Let's use new. I've earned it. Why not? All right. See how it has the little yellow trail now? We wanted something more magical, so I'm going to hit V. Yay.
Hello
Now I
there.
have a thing.
You're the new student, aren't you?
I am. Oh, you want to talk? Yeah, let's talk. That sounds fun.
Hello. You wanted to speak to me.
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you.
Oh,
You're
thanks.
the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Well, there is that. So hey. I promised, and I always keep my promises. Here,
I do wish I had a bigger crossbow.
I mean, I'm not a Lannister, so I'm not that dedicated, but I do try. Okay, so as promised,
Revelio.
as you can tell, this is something magical, meaning interactive and requires magic in order to interact with it. So let's start at the tippity top with the reveal. And it will show you the puzzle. And I think you can at least tell that the top part of the puzzle coordinates with single question mark, and the bottom part of the puzzle coordinates with the double question mark. So if you can answer those two things, it quote unquote unlocks the door.
I see.
Now, and I think maybe the other thing you can recognize is that for the most part, what we have is number, big number, and question mark. And on the bottom, what we have is symbol, number, big number, and double question mark. And you'll notice that there's a matching symbol over here. Now, I could tell you the answer.
But what fun would that be?
I will, however, attempt to answer it, and I would like for you to see if you can figure out what it is. So that's the symbol. You can
Right
see the
above.
matching symbol there. Uh-huh.
Yes.
And then the other one should be wait a minute. Oh, no, I know what it is. Okay, yeah. Oh, it, damn, my brain. Okay. Sorry. Okay. I promise I can do math in my head. So I'm going to back up here so you can see it a little bit better. It should be known that because this is a game meant for fairly young people, like, so the character is 15, which means that you probably aren't going to have people playing this game that are younger than 12, 10 maybe. So it should be fairly straightforward math, i.e. algebra.
Okay.
So, for example, if I tell you that the unicorn stands for the number 1, I think you'll be able to figure out the rest of the symbols. Well, so if unicorn is number 1, what do you think the number of the symbol above it is?
Directly above it?
Directly above it.
Which is a 3.
No.
Both diagrams.
I'm looking at the gold symbols around the arch. So you see the golden unicorn?
I do.
See the symbol just above that unicorn?
Yes. It came up on the left.
It's also up on the left. So what number do you think that coordinates with? If unicorn is number 1.
Then maybe it's 2.
Maybe it's 2.
Could be something else.
Could be something else. But let's just take a moment and see how that might equate, right? So if it is number 2, and we now know that that symbol matches with that single question mark, then what is the equation of the 3 small numbers and then the big number in the middle?
Okay, if you just look at the thing on the top, the number in the middle is 5. You have 0 and 3, and you have a missing something. Now the question becomes, is it times 3 or is it in addition to 3? And does it equal 5? Is that the relationship we're looking for?
It is actually simpler.
Sorry. Simpler.
Well, so for example, because you just said that image, the creature above the unicorn.
Yes.
If it is number 2 and 2 times 3 is 6, then it wouldn't work in this case. I would be wrong.
No, because you need a -1 to make it go.
Right. But if it's not multiplication, what other?
It could be addition.
Could be addition.
So 3 plus 2 is 5.
Right. Let's
that
assume
would make
it's
the question mark 2, and it would make that strange beast above the unicorn 2. Would it not?
It would.
If it's addition, then it's 2.
If it's addition, then it's 2. And so assuming that unicorn is 1, we're going to do the same thing for the bottom one. So if unicorn is 1, and we already know 4, and 12 is the big number, so 12 minus 4 minus 1 is
8 minus 1, which is 7.
Which is 7. Okay, so we're going to back up. And we know, if we think unicorn is 1 and the guy above it is 2, what do you think 7 is around the golden edge?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's on the right-hand side of the door. It's sort of bulbous, but I can't figure out what it is.
What's it between?
It's between the spider and the salamander, maybe. I don't know what that is.
And would you say that it matches that symbol?
Yes, I would.
Okay. So basically, we're going to find out if addition works.
Okay.
And the way we know that is by trying to open it. Bam. And we get loot. Can I tell you how satisfying it is to get loot? Love getting loot. It is one of my favorite things. Oh, there's another one. Ha ha ha.
We got a tailor hat.
And a globe that we can use at a later time.
Globe,
and
always
because
good.
we have new stuff, we can put new stuff on. Give me my stuff.
See, hat. Tailor's
Oh my.
hat.
That's quite fascinating.
It's like Alice in Wonderland.
Right? Now, I like the magical properties, but I'm not really keen on the look. So I can actually change appearance. See on the bottom where it says change appearance?
Yeah.
I'm going to hit F. And I can choose any of the previous hats that I have access to, which this guy is... What is it called? I don't remember. Hold on. It is called Dark Arts hat. Not
the one on the right's a garrison hat. Okay,
Garrison hat.
I get
You can
that.
see that it's actually moving, which is kind of cool.
That's different.
Not a fan of the skulls though. And
The
honestly, I
flat cap.
really,
Oh, okay, I get it.
yeah, kind of, you know,
Kind of like Newsies.
yeah, Newsies or Londoner, you know.
Yeah.
Or you can choose no hat at all. So I still am wearing the hat for the properties, but I don't have to look at it. Which is
But you
nice.
still
'cause I-
possess it, so.
I still like her hair. I'm gonna do the same thing for the scarf because, you know, it's not doing anything for me, man. All right, I have changed my appearance for my own enjoyment.
I see.
And we still have the little trail to the defense against the dark arts. Sorry about that. I was apparently not going towards the door.
Do we have class at Defense of the Dark Arts?
We do. It's not timed.
I see.
And there's our little golden trail.
I love when it's not timed. That's helpful.
Right? You just
Because you can get there when you want to get there.
Yeah. No one's quite bothered.
Hmm.
Oh, hold on. I'm sure that'll come back, or I can bring it back up. I did want to bring up one little thing since I
Oh,
passed
you get
that.
a lot of exercise at this school.
I am. All right. So we are here. We have a bathroom. And I mention this because it's not like we need it.
Is someone weeping?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. The moaning myrtle.
There you go.
Know, not yet.
Maybe not.
But you'll
Maybe
notice
in an older version or something.
Yeah, and I think we're too ahead of our time. So you'll notice that the flue flame has appeared. It just allows us to know that we can now do a fast travel to it. No one seems to mind that I'm in the boys' bathroom at all.
Well, doesn't appear to be anybody in it, so of course there's no one to object.
And there is a thing here, but it won't let me open it yet. I will totally show you how to open it once I have earned the skill. Currently, I'm too low level, but I just... What? So what if I'm using the boys' bathroom? Whatever. Get over yourself. Okay.
Okay. As long as there's not a line, you know, I don't care which one I'm
Right.
using. But
Gave
I'm
me
used
an
to sweating
exasperated
then.
sigh.
And who is this, I wonder?
You know, you walk past
You
a
don't
lot of
always
people.
know, do you?
Yeah, you don't always know. Oh, and since you were not here for the first part of this, there are lots of little interactive, you know, not just stuff on the wall, but
nice.
sometimes they'll like pour tea and you can like have a cup of tea. This is, you know, live music.
Might be. Well, it's very live considering there's no one there. Okay.
Indeed, I'm not sure you could consider it live since there's no one there. Oh, I hear a twinkle. Anytime there is a twinkle, I don't know if you heard that sound as well, you can hit Revelio, and it will bring up a secret field guide page. And it just helps you to track where you've been and what you've seen. It says, Augury Skeleton. This is a skeleton of an Irish phoenix or augury, an intensely shy bird who can forecast the coming of rain and whose mournful cry was once believed to foretell death. Isn't that charming?
Well,
right.
I wouldn't want that for a pet.
That doesn't sound like an incredibly cuddly creature.
No.
Speaking of pets, we got a video from our the foster parent for our kitten that we're adopting on Sunday. I cannot wait to watch it.
Very
All right.
exciting.
Oh, don't forget
Handy
to capture
resource
those
indeed, your field
claims
guide.
as you go
I'm
around.
most pleased to be included.
we are about to begin our Defense Against the Dark Arts class. I just want to take a beat because we only have about 25 minutes before we take a break, because we do appreciate having bio breaks every couple of hours, as we mentioned earlier. No, seriously, I mean, we are filmmakers first and foremost, and as many of you may not know, filmmakers and certainly producers, in its essence, we're, job creators, right? We create films that people have to work on. So if we're going to have a strike about working conditions, and we're going to have that conversation, whether you are union or not, it's worth your time and effort to take a moment and investigate in what ways are you creating a safe and equitable team and atmosphere. And so when we talked about doing this online gaming telethon, part of what we had talked about was, if we're going to be on from 8 a.m. to midnight, like, we got to take breaks, y'all. And not just because it's like kosher, but like also
necessary.
We want to set a precedent, and knowing that, people's eyes are going to be upon us, we want to make sure people understand that we're part of the change that we want to see in the industry. So even now, even as we're playing games and it seems like all games and fun, we're still gonna take those precautions, which is why Garrett is on his lunch break right now. So thanks for keeping me company. I really appreciate you being here. That being said, I also want to see right quick, because I haven't actually had a chance to see. Hold on, that was a little meta. Oh, hello, person on Twitch. I'm so glad you're enjoying the show. All right, we're about to get started. Thanks for hanging in there. I do want to check the campaign as well, and we're at 71 backers.
All
71. Right. We just have 29 more to go. Y'all, this is so exciting. Oh, I'm gonna get teary. I do want to just give a quick shout out to our most recent backers, so that y'all know who these amazing people are, and so we can give a little love. Ryan, thank you so much for being our most recent backer. Adam, thank you so much. Nick, I appreciate you throwing in. I know a family member of yours just contributed as well, so thanks for being part of the ride. Sochi, we just met at Holly Shorts. Thanks so much for being one of our most recent contributors. And of course, John Young, we just thanked you last hour, but I'm happy to say so again. And hold on to your butts, because we got more contributors coming. And the biggest contributors will be jumping in once we get to 100 contributors. So that's the whole reason we're here, is just to keep spreading the word. So if you'd like to help us reach our goal of securing 100 contributors total, so we're already at 71, so just another 29 backers today, please go to sanctuaryfilm.net. You can also just go to Kickstarter and look for Sanctuary. It'll give you all the information you're looking for. Yeah. And that's what we're doing today. All right, it is now 1:40. Are you ready? You ready to see the Dark Arts room?
Yes.
Yes. All right. But only if my thing recognizes that I'm here. Haha. Here we go.
Is that all you've got?
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
All right, so we're learning another spell. You have to learn it before you can use it. And you will be using it in battle. So pay attention. Same thing as before. Make sure you correct the direction. The symbol that you have to use to kind of power it up in that direction is spacebar. And here we go. Ta-da!
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Oh my.
Let us begin with a basic cast.
Okay, so basic cast is just left clicking as normal.
See how the dummy deflected your cast?
I do.
This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast.
And you'll notice that it
Remember,
automatically
a surprised
postulated it.
opponent is a weak opponent, as
As
Master Pruitt
number
so
2.
artfully helped me demonstrate earlier.
Yes, Master Pruitt. All right, so, and again, I use my arrow keys, which are on the other side of the keyboard. So I do have to reach in order to do combat. We're gonna do 2 first.
Good. Now, the basic. Well done.
She's not really telling me no, so.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
That's fine.
This is easy. Good form.
I know.
The character has anger issues.
Stupid
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
Hey! He got to me first, but that's okay.
Oh, good.
How perceptive. Thank you. This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick man.
Oh, I knocked her off the table.
I'm beginning to see why you like this game.
You give as good as you get.
I do. I really do.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Right? Oh, hey. Somebody else I can talk to.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
there somebody else I was supposed to talk to? Ooh, somebody else I can talk to.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Good point. Good point. No, I don't know if you could tell when I was over in this corner. I could hear that tinkling again. Did you hear it? Did you hear it?
I don't think I did.
Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
You drilled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
So I'm going to walk past it a couple of times so you can hear it. Did you hear it this time? It is so much easier to hear. Good?
I heard it, a high-pitched note.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hear it? So, and it's easier to hear with headphones, so my apologies if it's not super clear. But see how you've got that little outline?
I heard it.
Because anytime there's something special or noteworthy that you pass, you should assume there's a field guide for it. Like the Hebridean? Sure. Hebridean black skeleton. This large dragon skeleton that hangs in the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom is allegedly a trophy taken by Professor Hecat after she single-handedly defeated one of the largest poaching rings in eastern Wales during the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. And it looks like Garrett will be back after his lunch here soon. I just want to check in on our doohickey. Our doohickey, which is now at 71 backers. I'm so excited. Oh, it's so great when people rise to the challenge and the occasion, and when people come together. I mean, there's so many different ways that we do that in filmmaking, but you know, when you're in post-production, wait. To return to the quest area. Who's my quester?
Have we missed something?
Oh, I think we have.
Nice work.
My apologies, Sebastian. I completely forgot.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
So the question is, do I try to be better at lying? I have lied to a teacher in order to cover up the events of why I'm at Hogwarts, which for those of you who were here for the first block, you know why. Or if you've watched any other Hogwarts Legacy stuff, you probably already know. But I kind of feel like with students, I don't want to lie.
Nah, that
right?
seems a bad idea.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Ooh!
Oh!
You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Uh-oh.
Right? Sounds awesome.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library. You just have to be clever enough not to
Thank you,
get
Sebastian.
caught.
I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Oh, I'm interested.
Till next time.
So typically, when it gives you a new quest, it'll just pop up immediately. Yay, I'm level 3! But in the event that it doesn't, no big deal. You can always hit escape and check your quest log, and it should come up. Sometimes when it's like, I'll contact you, you have to wait for your owl post to come through. So the cross ones, right? It says, I should speak with Lucan about the secret dueling club. So that's what Sebastian was just talking about. So we might as well just head that way. And because I've selected it, it will now highlight it for me. But as we've discussed, that is not nearly so fun as having a twinkling little road. It's literally like follow the yellow brick road. And I think the other person I'm supposed to talk to is actually her. But she's not giving me any. I think she sends me an owl. But I think she has another assignment for me. I think that's what happens. Wait, where's my trail? Thank you. Oh, there it is. I was like, should be able to see it pretty clearly. Oh, and since you didn't see it before, every time that little white dot comes up, it marks something interactive. That it doesn't necessarily mean meaningful, it just means interactive. And the first time I realized that it was highlighting every like globe possible, it's just because you can literally just spin it. As the only reason for it. Holding to go out the door. Ooh. Right? Just so you can take a moment to
look around.
Look around. Right. So pretty. And because you've just started term, it should be September in Scotland. So you see all the little leaves changing. Ah, it's just so atmospheric. I love it. Now, anytime that you go into a new place, I highly recommend just doing that Revelio. See if there is something magical you have somehow missed, including, but not limited to, treasure chests.
Oh. That's strange.
Although I don't hear... Oh, it's a locked door in the... Ooh. Ooh. And a chest behind the locked door. Of course. Of course. That's Peeves. Oh, hey, look.
Here I've come
Another.
from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim.
Revelio.
Fancy a mole? As long as for only one time per week, I can
chest.
plunge the boys' lavatory, not the
That's like a loud ghost again.
Stop me, did rancorous
Yeah, it's
cub
Peeves.
sought to
The
trap me,
poltergeist.
confine me
You're
inside of
correct.
a jar.
And he
But
likes
he failed,
tormenting
as
people.
did his containment charms, so I took my
Which is why we're
revenge to
gonna
wreak
leave him
havoc and
the F
harm.
alone.
It was granted my privileges, be handsome indeed.
This guy, on the other hand, sometimes statues are those noteworthy things. And this is Lachlan the Lanky. This statue depicts the wizard Lachlan the Lanky, a tall, slender wizard who appears quite proud of himself. For what precisely, no one knows. And yet, it is not just noteworthy, but here on display in Hogwarts. Now, I think later on we figure out what we do with that thing, but I don't
all that happened that day.
I don't remember. Whoa, I hear it. I hear you. I hear you.
Revelio.
Ah, there we go. But again, that blue outline kind of tells us there's something magical going on there. We just may not have access to it just yet. The map of Argyllshire. Argyllshire? This map depicts Argyllshire, a region in Scotland which contains the Hebrides, native home of the Hebridean black dragon. Oh, which we just saw. I'm about to lose my gold trail because I want to venture on just for one moment. This whole hallway has pictures that are literally playing. So yet again, live music that isn't really live. It's just so entertaining. But I had to point it out. All right, I am back on the trail. Going through the door. Talking to Lucan. Only when I get through the door. And I have another flue flame.
Lucan's just over there.
So again, I don't think we've learned about this yet, but these guys, anytime it's outlined in white, it's usually something we can target and like point magic at with our wand. And these statues reveal field pages, but you have to let the globe that he's holding float. So this one you activate with Levioso.
That's why Levioso.
I mean, Levioso is used for a lot of things. A lot of things you're learning actually in this first block is going to be very, 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 very helpful. Hey, Sebastian. Oh, hey. Nope, it's not letting me blow up the box. Yep. Sometimes you just gotta blow stuff up. Yeah, you can.
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I seem to have a knack for dueling.
Then you've come to the right place.
How does crossed wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Yeah.
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Yeah, let's
Get me
do
in
it.
the ring.
Well, I got 2 minutes left of this block,
Let the
and I really want
fireworks
you guys
begin.
to have a bit of fun. Because we keep stopping and doing other things, so thanks for being here.
We'll make you regret signing up.
Will you?
Just
All right, so
generally ill-mannered, or is there something specific?
no, you know, just teenagers can be kind of jerks. So it says break through yellow shields with control spells like the levitation spell, which we've recently learned and is currently in my book with number 2. You can target lock using the caps lock to let you track enemies without aiming, which I haven't really done. But again, if you just change your POV, you can find them and it'll highlight them for you to target them. So thank you for the reminder. Let's see how this goes.
There goes
So there is a bit of a lag. Whoa, what just happened? I don't know.
Expulso!
Come on.
You're better than that. Act like a winner.
I wondered where that other one was. Victory!
Happy to heal. Sorry, apparently I'm tapping home to heal. Jesus. Wow, my lag
Nice
is
work.
super laggy.
Sebastian
so
wasn't wrong
we're
about
definitely
you.
restarting some stuff.
There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organize these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first crossed ones victory. Well fought.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you a
Hope
lot.
to see you back here again.
All right. I'm just gonna I have to find my Zoom tab because Zoom knocked me out of Harry Potter for a minute. But I know. All right, so it is now time for our 10-minute bio break, which means we're going to start our next block. If you are watching us live, make sure that you come back to our channel at Owl Echo Entertainment, both on YouTube and on Twitch. On LinkedIn, you can just follow me, Karen K. Ross, because I like having both my legal name and my nickname. Anyway, all that being said, I'm going to switch over. So, Carol, you're going to get a new link so you can join us. And I believe we actually have a few more joining us for the 2:00 hour, but we'll see. One of our team members says, I won't be able to join block 4, but I'll be joining block 5. Awesome. So right now we're going to switch over to block 4. Thank you for joining us. We'll be right back.